Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a how-to video in playing Minecraft. This is going to be a multi-part series, but you guys have to hit that like button in order for it to continue. So, we're not going to be using any of these. We're going to be creating a brand new world. Now, depending in where... Alright, so, you get a PC or whatever device you're playing on. You can either get Java or Bedrock. Bedrock is for iPad and iPhone and stuff like that. Java is for like PCs, computers. I'm not sure about Chrome. You can look that up if you want. We're not going to ask for cheats. We're going to be doing a completely no cheat world. The how-to world. So when you load into a world, it'll take a couple seconds to load up. Obviously with the things you're going to do. If you play with mods, it's going to be a lot slower. I'm just going to be real. And to begin a game, you use WASD for controls, as in, and you use your mouse or keypad or whatever the thing is to look around. Like so. WASD allows you to move forward with W, A for left, D for right, and back for S. To begin a game, also, if you're wondering how I'm jumping as so, I'm pressing spacebar. To begin a game, you also need to start with the left click. That's how you break blocks and build houses. And the first thing you're going to want to break is wood. Alright, then you can break trees or whatever you want. So saplings here, basically you right-click on your mouse, and that's how you place stuff down and activate items. Oh, if you're playing a mod, at least. Eventually, you can either use bone meal, which is an item you can get from killing skeletons when it becomes nighttime. You press E to open your inventory. Q allows you to drop items. So be wary of that. Then you left click or shift left click. I'm going to be shift left clicking. You hold down shift and you click the left click button and it will just turn all of it in. Or you could just click left click at a time. There's also shift, which allows you to crouch and move slower, but it allows you to get more items. There's also, if you press F5 or whatever you're playing on, you can change from first person to back to front. I'll be doing that constantly throughout the video. To sprint, you press W twice. That's very fast. Or whatever you're playing on, you press it twice to go fast. Unless you're playing on Switch, then you press B. Or you do what I just said. Water will drag you down as such. So what you're going to need to do is press the space bar so you don't drown and die. This block is magma. It will hurt you. This right here is a ruin portal. Well, you use it eventually, maybe, if you want to go to the nether. That'll be explained later. To open a chest, you need to right-click on it. And once again, shift left-click or right-click, depending on what you use, to auto-move it. But for you guys, I'll do this. Each item does something different. And you can double-click on one item. Double left-click, sorry, to obtain the item. Achievements and other things will also be applicable at this point. Oh, Silk Touch. That's going to be nice for later. To put on armor, is something like this chest plate. Any chest plate will do, but you put it in that slot right there to put on. You cannot. I'm pressing left click right now to try and put it on, or you could shift left click. And even if you're outside and you need to switch to something, just right click and it'll auto put it on. Once again, you can take the chest, you can do whatever you need to, yada yada yada. There are swords, hoes, pickaxes, axes, yada yada yada. To begin the game afterwards, to truly begin the game, we're gonna say I'm at the part where I'm mining wood. I changed them into oak planks. You right click to place one down. And so like this, I right clicked and I can place it anywhere in my inventory. And you want to once again left click with the crafting table. Now you can right click to place down, and boom, you have a wider crafting space, and you can craft all sorts of stuff now, like campfires. This right here is probably, if you're gonna play like regular mods, this is probably gonna be your greatest friend. And the search bar and other things. To make sticks, you do like that. You do this, and you make a pickaxe. This is the most essential item in the early game of Minecraft. And what you do is you go over to stone like this and cave for later. And you right click. Now, if you were to use this with your fist, it would go really slow. And watch this. It goes really slow if you just use your fist, and it will not drop anything. This is cobblestone. This essentially is how you get your stone pickaxes, levers, and other contraptions. What you want to do is originally get 5 pieces of coal or 6, depending on what you want to do. I am playing in the latest version, by the way. But it's all almost the same. There are pigs. You can either choose, and you can use your sword or your fist, depending on what you want to do. Like, boom, you left click to hit stuff, and you can use your sword. And if you're wondering how I'm moving so fast through my thing, use your scroller on your mouse to use that. You can click 2 things at the same time to do things, yada yada yada. In here now, the next big thing is you want to upgrade quickly, because this game gets really intense real fast when night falls. So I'm just gonna personally craft a stone axe, which can be crafted like this. Shovels can be crafted like this. Hoes can be crafted like that. And swords are crafted like this. But I personally am going to need an axe because I'm going to need wood. The next important item on the list is I actually do have a list, so I'm looking at this right now. Next important item is a furnace. To get a furnace, you need to, 1, you need to go near some stone, and then mine it. You need 8 pieces of stone to officially get, well, cobblestone. And then you place it in a circle around the middle in your in this little slot, and you can get a furnace. The furnace is one of your most valuable pieces because it allows you to smelt food. You can use coal or wooden items such as a pickaxe, as I did, since you will probably be progressing really fast. You can use this to make food. And as you can see right there, there is the armor bar, which has the little chest plate icon. The food bar, which has the little like mutton or steak or whatever you want to do with the bone hanging out. The more dark, or if it darkens and becomes black, you know you're going to need to want to eat food. You can either do this with raw or cooked food, and then you hold down right click to eat. You can hold it more than once and eat more, or you can just hold it down to eat less, or whatever you want. But that is how that basic thing works. Now, depending on what kind of house you want to build, there are different things you can do. There's one, you can just go far and make things very complicated for yourself. Or two, you can, like, build weird things. Like, I've seen people just break into a little mound like this and say, like, I'm just gonna hollow this out and call it a day. No. In this how-to video, we're gonna be doing actual houses. To make an actual good house, you're gonna need to start, or at least to make a beginner house, because you all are beginners if you're watching this. By the way, please like and subscribe if you want to see more of this content. And I've been feeling really down lately because being a YouTuber sometimes involves anxiety. Anxiety I don't want to deal with. Anyway, continuing on. You place the crafting table down, and once again, either you can use this crafting table or this crafting, depending on which one you need to do. I'll use this one for you guys' sake. And what you want to do is either click on an oak door, and this is the crafting recipe for it. Then you click again. Now each item will have a different value. For doors, you get 3. You get 4 each, aka 2, aka. But logs will not work like that. They are weird. Because so, boom! I placed it down. You use left click and you place it down. This is a 2-block wide item, and you right click to open and close it. Man it. Dang it. Manual stations. To begin a house, you want to first build an outline or do whatever you want. Once again, there are zombies, and you see that little knife at the thing right there? That essentially allows you to build up your damage. If you just spam click like this, or use an auto clicker, it will probably do less damage for you, and you want to hold down your clicks as long as possible. Now I'm going to be building at night, which means there are going to be mobs for me to kill. What you want to do in the daylight is actually kill a bunch of sheep, because you can make a bed. This game involves a lot of murder, I will admit, so if this is not the game for you, I'd recommend changing to a different game such as Roblox or whatever you want. I'm personally going to need to kill chickens and build eggs and farms and yada yada yada, because I am working on stuff. Skeletons. What they have is a bow. You can hold it down with arrows in your inventory, depending on what arrows you have, and a bow. You use the bow by holding right click. If you have arrows in your inventory, you will be able to then let go of said right click and then shoot an arrow. Once again, to build a house, you're going to need whatever blocks you have around you. It can look good, it can look bad. Who knows? But it's always good to place down saplings, because then you can get more trees, which means more wood and more everything. So, once again, all this. Now I'm just gonna build a quick little house. You either want either a 2-block house like that, or a 3-block house where you build like there. But I'm gonna be building a 3-block house so I can jump around in it. Now you can either stay out the night or go looking for sheep to find stuff to make a bed. But for now, you're gonna need to just build a house. It's your main source of activity. You can do many things, yada yada yada. But to continue on this treacherous journey, Now that, you want to stay away from that guy right there. Because if you get too close, he will explode right in your face. Cow, once again, kill, you get stuff. If you kill a cow long enough, or a horse, or whatever animal you deem thinks out of it, they will drop leather. Not rot. This is rotten flesh. Do not eat that. Trust me, it will give you very bad effects. But eating a food such as that will help me traverse. So if your hunger bar reaches 3 of those meat sticks, you will not be able to sprint anymore. And sprinting takes up a lot of your hunger. Now you must be wondering, Glaze, why would you run then? Because it's easier to get around from place to place. So, you place stuff down, you have a house. You can cook a bow. I believe you can cook doors, yep. And you're going to need light, because monsters only spawn in the dark areas, like right here. If it's right here, it's a 50-50 chance, and if it's right here, they will not spawn. Now, there's items called torches, where you get a piece of coal, well, by mining, plus 1 stick, and it will light up the place no matter where you are. Now you can build custom mines like this and build it too high, and use your pickaxe to mine. You can use the shovel to clear out the dirt. That is gravel. Okay. I was not supposed to get to gravel until a lot later. So gravel essentially falls down. Sand also does this, but it has a chance to drop. Well, I was lucky that time, but it has a chance to drop flint. Flint is essentially a useful item because it allows you to craft something very interesting. Once again, later down the line, we don't need that right now. So there is death in this game. If you see your... Oh, don't like you guys. There we go. The experience levels, once again, not going to talk about, which are the green little orbs. Ooh. So, once again, we have bow and arrow. I can finally teach you guys. If you hold down right click, you will see that you are launching an arrow. Now that bow is weak, so it could not stay still. But you can pick up your arrows unless you hit a mob with them. Well, that's how you begin a game, so far at least. To begin a game like this, you're gonna need to go mining, yada yada yada, Minecraft. So you mine down. I hate gravel because gravel is one of the few blocks in the game that can actually suffocate you. Should have probably mentioned this when you're originally mining. Do not, and I repeat, do not go underneath gravel because it can bury you alive. Watch. Now, if I were to do this, grab this. If you are mining in a place of high gravel, it will fall on you and suffocate you. As such. Now, you will lose all your stuff if you're playing without keep inventory, which is a game rule only meant for cheats. by clicking the respawn button with left click, you will be able to respawn, and you can easily just walk to wherever you need. It will also refill your hearts and everything. Unless you're playing hardcore mode, which is a mode I am treacherous for dying in. Or whatever the word is. I'm known for dying in hardcore, okay? Because it's a really hard mode. It sets you on the hardest difficulties. By the way, you can set your difficulty if you want it to be hard, normal, easy, peaceful. Peaceful will turn off mobs, which means you cannot get stuff you need. But you can build easier. Another thing that could happen is there's something called, so in a Minecraft world you can also mod stuff using CurseForge, Fabric, or whatever thing you want. You can create your own mod. I'm actually doing some. Actually, spoiler alert, I'm doing another SMP. Yes, I know. I'm still in the middle of Season 2 of Friend Join. And yell at me, people. Don't yell at me, people who've already been watching my channel. But it is called Creation SMP. Essentially, everybody gets to make their own mod and then add it. Now there can be multiple and separate mods, but we are going to be doing one mod altogether. AKA, we get to make stuff for it. Now, this is coal. You want to mine coal while you're holding left click, and you gain experience and coal. Once again, as I was saying earlier, one stick with a coal on the top will make 4 torches. And you can place this down and it lights things up. Better seen at nighttime. Now, it's your choice if you want to mine a whole entire vein. It does take a while to mine, but it is rewarding because coal is used as a long-term fuel source, same as lava, but lava's hard to get and it kills you. But you can, and again, you can put these up like right here, right there, right there. You can place them almost anywhere, like you can any block. A lot of my friends like to place blocks in, let's just say, inappropriate place, as inappropriate things, and use them for inappropriate things. Anyway, where was I? Subscribe! Yeah, subscribe! That is literally, I have a lot of subscribes on this list. Oh my god. I'm gonna have to do less of the subscribes. Subscribe. There it is, leather. Okay, so you kill cows or horses or whatever you want, and it will drop you this thing called leather. Now, leather in real life usually means like leather boots, leather or tuxedos, or leather or anything. In this game, it's used as armor. You use it to protect yourself. You don't want to die. Now, in this game, every item will show it has, when on body, it will have a, show you enchantments, which I will get to in a couple videos from now, and armor. When on body, +5 armor, that is 5 armor on the little armor things. Now, if you hold, now, that knife I was saying, if it has the plus sign, it will do crit damage, and more than it's intended to. If you're just spam clicking it like this, it will do so little damage. But if you wait long enough and then strike, you will then be able to obtain better damage as such. And by doing so, you have essentially geared yourself up. Still haven't gotten much leather. Now, if you're wondering why I'm going back and forth through places, because unless you press F3 and literally mark down the X, Y, and Z, which is above blocks and under Minecraft Overworld FC, which you'll be able to find. The XYZ is 70, 64, and 24, which will essentially mark down the coordinates of what you have and where your stuff is. I personally hate writing down coordinates, and that's why mods are sometimes better. But if you're not doing mods, I promise you I won't do that for a good bit. At least in this series. Because to be putting it lightly is I don't like to do this game without mods because sometimes it gets really difficult. Actually, no, I think mods add a little bit of difficulty. I guess this game sometimes gets a bit too easy. As you saw, I may have suffocated, but that was because I was trying to show you something. Like, regular mobs are easy to kill. Unless you're in hardcore, then they're impossible to kill. Sorry, again, I usually play normal hardcore. And that's what makes me have fun. You can click this to show craftable recipes, and it will just show you the stuff you can craft instead of the stuff you want to craft. Leather is the weakest, chainmail is the second. But chainmail, to get something called chainmail, you need to kill mobs. Yada yada yada. There are multiple things. This is engineering, I believe, like miscellaneous, building, combat, and then this is explore, where I can just search for things. At least in this kind of a game setting. To get more storage, you want to craft chests with stuff like that, and you can place it, and you can right click a chest down to place it, and right click it again to open it, or you can place two chests right next to each other, and you can have more storage. You can put items in there, and now they will not be in your inventory, but rather the chest. As such, I will be putting a lot of the items in here because, let's say I don't want to lose something. I don't want to lose, like, my stone pickaxe, but I want my stone pickaxe right now. There are some items I don't want to lose, such as obsidian. Obsidian later down the line is very useful. Continuing on, I will be mining wood, and this is essentially the beginning of the game. You build a massive cube house, or detailed, or whatever you want to do. I personally do just a cube when I begin playing, and then go extravagant. But you could just place stuff like this, and it's basically a border outline. Then you can start building up and take less damage, or whatever you want to do. I don't care. But that is the beginning of the How to Play series. I hope you guys enjoyed, because I'm not used to saying stuff like that. I'm not used to saying, like, the tutorial things, so this is gonna get easier as I go on, but I hope you all really enjoy this, and subscribe, because I have more videos than I do subscribers, because I have 100 over 50. Anyway, I have 2 times the amount of videos as I do subscribers. If you would please subscribe, that would mean the world to me. I do 2 videos on Sundays and Saturdays, and live stream whenever I want, because who knows, that's just fun to me. When it becomes summer break, I'm going to change up my schedule to be 1 video once a week. And then when it goes back to school, I will be going back to 2 videos for each day on the weekends. Because we be doing stuff, whatever it is. By the way, the capes, you can do that in the skin menu. The Minecraft launcher is a whole thing. I'm just showing you how to play the game. If you want to just look up how to download Minecraft. I'm not the guy to go to for that. Well, I'll see you all in the next one. I hope you enjoy this again. Later.